Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius June 5, 2022. The moon spends the day in your solar second house, drawing your attention to how you're managing your resources. Your material affairs and comforts can be in focus, and your resourcefulness can come in handy now for whatever you take on today. Mercury begins its transit of your solar 11th house, where it will influence until March 27th, taking off some pressures to perform and improving your social skills. It can be a vital time for inventive new ideas, sharing ideas with others, and happy networking. Valuable learning experiences can result from your association with friends, associates, or groups. Contributing, connecting, and collaborating may bring rewards. Crushing on someone who isn't your usual type? The moon makes its monthly debut in meticulous Gemini today, emphasizing themes surrounding your sense of security, but there's more. Luna will simultaneously square off with lucky Jupiter via your 11th house of associations, community, and sense of belonging in the world, which, in turn, creates tension between what you consider second nature and the new opportunities that are being presented to you at this time. Mercury will also make its annual debut in Pisces via your socially conscious 11th house, so don't be afraid to test the waters of online dating. Some of the cosmic stress will be alleviated today. The pileup of Aquarius energy squaring your sign becomes less intense as Mercury leaves the fixed air sign for the mutable water sign, Pisces. Now in Pisces, Mercury is fantastical. Your mind wanders with dreams and idealism, curious about what could happen in your career. As it now influences your sector of the greater community, networking, and aspirations, you could become exceptionally hopeful. Mercury in Pisces could encourage you to speak about your professional dreams with joy or even intuitively navigate your professional community. While the moon is making an ordinary monthly visit, and with its smart head for money and ability to act as a trigger, this could have lucrative implications. It is the timing that makes this auspicious. The moon is here and at friendly aspect to planets on the career front just as your new professional year is catching its second wind. You are enjoying harmonious relations with family and friends. Take time for shared activities, they will give you great pleasure. Occasions like this let you see what kind of person you are and the role you play amongst family and friends. What could be better than to find yourself in the company of others? Forget about your so-called responsibilities for one day, well, unless something huge is at stake, and treat yourself right with a little downtime. Liven things up with a mystery trip. Don't let how you're feeling pass you by, instead voice your romantic wishes, and tell others what you're willing to give and what is expected in return. Go out and make yourself noticed, be courageous. Find the person who is right for you and discover how you might begin to share wonderful times with another. You may have the feeling that things are out of control. If you open up to all that you are feeling, you may become afraid or overwhelmed. It may help you to do some grounding exercise in order to remind yourself that you are in a human body. The regularity with which you exercise will affect the degree you feel overwhelmed in your life. Drinking plenty of water is the second half of the exercise equation. Be aware that your body may need more minerals and vitamins, depending on the stress level you experience. Celebrate the strong and balanced relationships in your life today. A vibration can make you so much more aware of the people you share a mutually beneficial relationship with. Perhaps a get-together, or going out for a meal with the group will give you the opportunity to express your appreciation. If this isn't a possibility for some reason, consider sending out a note of caring and thanks to those you are thinking of today. This will bring a great deal to those who are on the receiving end, as well as to yourself. The moon's return to your career sector today will have an almost immediate impact, firing things up on both the job and career fronts. With no planetary activity on the career front, the moon's return every 4 weeks is a valuable chance to check in and get your bearings. However, the moon is not just making its first visit since Mars and Jupiter's return to your work sector, but before your professional instincts and imagination can kick in will form a friendly aspect. There will be a chance to unpack this over the coming days. In his first full day in direct motion in your relationship sector Mercury, the planet of communication is still at a standstill, but his focus is now on the future rather than on the past. With Venus, the planet of love, already looking to the future, this has put heart and mind back on the same page. Our eyes in the sky. Although the sun is soaking up smart, airy Gemini vibes today and infusing your mind with logical ideas, there are three planetary bodies, ethereal Neptune and asteroids Juno and Vesta, in emotional water sign Pisces, revealing your subconscious visions. This elemental blend has your mind moving in one direction and your feelings in another, which can be pretty confusing during those important decision-making moments. But put those doubts and fears aside because, as always, the universe has your back. The confidence you get from the Gemini sun's perceptive energy reminds you that you have the thinking capacity to put all the details together when it matters most. And then when it's time to dream and take advantage of those imaginative, what if, or aha moments, those subconscious Pisces influences float in and surround you with intuitive guidance. So, lucky us. Today's planetary forces are at work in both the left and right sides of our brains and helping us cover all the bases. Make sure that you pay close attention to your health, which is all part of the process. Checking in with loved ones and keeping a gratitude list can help you see that you're progressing exponentially every day. Believing in positive notions can guide you through the energy if you're willing to let go of the past and move toward a more meaningful way of life, which is very possible today. In the morning, the Leo moon forms a square with Chiron in Aries, prompting anxiety. A difficulty expressing our emotional needs generates conflict on an inner, psychological level. No matter how we seek to right the ship, our efforts fall short, causing us to feel inept and angry. On the surface, it may seem like we are facing a straightforward dilemma, yet challenging incidents, events, or interactions are really intended to serve as catalysts for deeper reflection and reconciliation of past wounds. It is now time to take responsibility for our feelings and to stand up for ourselves. With any luck, we can do this without taking our frustrations out on those who may simply be in our line of fire at the wrong time. Aim to be as intentional as possible in your words and deeds to unravel insecurities without creating collateral damage. Following this, the moon forms a sextile with Uranus in Taurus, harmonizing our intuition and instincts. Flashes of insight occur to steer us towards new and exciting possibilities. We might meet someone in the course of the day who turns out to be a lucky connection. It is also possible that this signature will manifest in the form of an auspicious attitude adjustment. We understand how our emotions can be harnessed to work for us, giving us more bandwidth to deal with the unexpected. In this way, we consciously approach new experiences, rather than reacting improperly to unconscious triggers.